Hey, good morning. It is Friday and it's a little bit after 8:15 on the East Coast. It is sunny. It's almost going to be a high of 72 today. My condolences to you guys up north. That snow is going to be a banger, but we got a lot to talk about. All right, so let's get to it. I am not sure if you guys are aware, but the media conglomerate Best Buy just announced that starting July 1st, they will no longer sell CDs in their stores. And Target, the mega retailer, has decided that they're also going to follow suit. And, this got me to thinking. As a majority of you guys know, I am just coming back from Catersource, and I am very excited about that. It's been about a week since I have been back. I'm finally sober. My Czech liver light came on maybe about twice, but I think I'm good. But at any rate, at one of my sessions, I was talking about your brand and knowing who you are, being very authentic about it, and profiting from it, making your money off of that. Because at the end of the day, hobbies don't pay bills, baby. Okay. When Wells Fargo calls me, they're not like, hey, did you have fun at this wedding? Nah, they don't care about that. They're like, where's my money? So one of the things that I discussed was how a few years ago, my daughter liked Ariana Grande, and I liked her too. I loved her voice. I liked her range. She's an okay actress. She was cool. And then she was everywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, I like her. But then I stopped liking her. And I asked the audience, I was like, guys, do you know why she started to get on my nerves? And a few of the women laughed. And it was kind of like they knew. And I was like, yes, that ponytail, that tired ass ponytail. I was so sick and tired of seeing her with that ponytail. And one of the things that I asked the audience was, what is your ponytail? What is it that you are doing that you may think it's cute, but it's got you in a rut? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing that makes you appear very one note? Do all of your couples look the same? Do all of your florals look the same? Are you using the same decor? Are you using the same color palettes? Are you not switching things up? And I had somebody come up to me afterwards and they were like, yeah, I'm trying to break out and I'm trying to do something different and I just don't know how. And I totally get that. Sometimes it may come from you having to do a couple of collaborations with someone, maybe doing a shoot, maybe doing a pop-up shop, maybe you doing a couple of lives, just showing how you can be different. But here is a key with something. You could be doing the same menus over and over again. You can be using the same photographer or the same florist, the same flowers. Our couples, they see things that we do and they may say, oh my gosh, I really love what you did last weekend. Let's do it again. And you want to make the client happy, but it becomes boring for us. I just want to make it clear, because I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know this. You don't have to share everything. And this is how you start to cultivate your image. You don't have to share every event right when it happens, especially if it's very similar to something that you did last week or the week before or the month before. If you are curating your brand and your images, then you need to show how well-rounded you are. Not everything needs to be shared, and not everything needs to be shared immediately. So we've taken care of that part. But with this announcement with Best Buy and Target, it got me thinking about the ponytail conversation. And here's my challenge to you. Next week, I want you to think about what your ponytail is. What are you doing that people can immediately peg you for? And not in a good way. You know what I mean? Not like if they see a color palette, they're like, oh, that's one of their weddings. I know that. because you can do a color palette in several different ways and it looks amazing. It looks different every time. But if you're doing it in a way that's very humdrum, it's a wrap. If you're doing the same menu over and over again, it becomes very one note and people think that you can't do anything else. So think about what your ponytail is and then decide if you are going to cut it, if you're going to style it a different way. What are you going to do about your ponytail? I want to know. And then I also want you to think about the CD situation. So now Best Buy and Target no longer selling CDs because they know streaming music is where it is. Digital music is where it's at. So what part of your process has to end? What part has to catch up with the rest of society, with the rest of your brides and their work process? Now, I don't want you to adjust your workflow or how you are making successful events happen. No, babe, don't want you to do that. But I want you to get hip to how your clients are living and how they're interacting with your brand, with their service, with your service, with their planning, with all of that. Because there may be some CDs in your own arsenal that you might have to discontinue. You might have to move up to the new thing where everybody has been for the past few years. So next week, after you enjoy this weekend, if you're not working, or after you bang out a successful event this weekend, next week, I want you to think about your ponytail and I want you to think about your CDs. All right. And of course, you can always tweet me or you can DM me on Instagram. My name's there is Cocktail Terica. Let me know. Okay. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear your thought process. And of course, if I can help out in any way, you can just throw up the bat signal and I'm going to be there for you, love. All right. Well, you guys have an amazing day. I am going to get some things started on our end. We got some exciting things coming up that I think you guys are going to absolutely adore. But I just wanted to check in with you, drop some gems, challenge you a little bit, and I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.